Richard Leonard has been forced to U-turn on plans to hold a special conference to discuss his party's stance on a second independence referendum. Proposals, which were discussed yesterday during a Scottish Labour Party Executive Committee (SEC) meeting, are understood to have been roundly rejected by many attendees, at odds with the views of the party leader. Sources told the Herald on Sunday there was no support for the idea when it was raised yesterday afternoon, with the SEC now committing to holding an away day to explore how to better sell federalism instead. Others said the outcome was utterly humiliating, a complete mess, and showed a complete loss of authority for Leonard, who is reported to have originally suggested the special conference, tabling it at a meeting of shadow cabinet on Monday. However, one party source insisted Leonard's idea was not a formal proposal, and was always subject to SEC approval. Last night, Leonard issued a statement praising the work of Labour members during the election, and apologising for the result. He said, "I know that the process we have agreed to today will allow us to listen and learn, and that we will stand together to fight and win again. We owe that to all those whom we seek to represent." He added that a consultation on how the party should proceed will be led by Linda Stewart, a former chair of Scottish Labour, and respected academic, Professor David Conway, and is due to report back to the executive in March. He explained, "As I set out shortly after last month's election, I want Scottish Labour to hold a swift, evidence-based review of the result and the lessons we must learn as a party. We must in particular consider our position on the constitutional questions which dominated the general election campaign, namely Scotland's constitutional future and our relationship with the European Union, drawing on our tradition as the party of devolution." The leader faced harsh criticism from opposition parties, who compared his stance on independence with Jeremy Corbyn's on Brexit. Willie Rennie, Scottish Lib Dem leader, said, "Richard Leonard's authority was undermined in the election by Jeremy Corbyn. Now he has been undermined by his own executive in Scotland. It begs the question, is anyone listening to the leader of the Scottish Labour Party? The Liberal Democrats are clear, we are opposed to independence. Who knows what Labour's position is?" Miles Briggs, Scottish Conservative MSP, said the SEC result was an illustration of the chaotic state of the party. He said, "This is another humiliating result for Richard Leonard. He was pushing for his party to give in to the SNP on IndyRef2, but he's been stopped by his own executive. They are all over the place when it comes to Scotland's place in the Union, and the infighting will. For more on this story, visit the news article link.